what your favorite equation says about you. You think knowing this makes you sound smart at parties, and honestly, you're not wrong. You peaked in geometry class and you still get excited about right triangles. You think Newton solved everything and you use this to explain why things fall. You think math is beautiful and you've definitely tried to explain why this equation connects 5 fundamental constants. You memorized the song in high school and you still sing it whenever parabolas come up. You think linear equations are the foundation of everything and you love straight lines. You either love chemistry or you think gas laws explain balloons. You're either being philosophical about foundations of math or you're just being sarcastic. You love trigonometry and you think the unit circle is underrated. You measure circles for no reason and you think pi is the most important number. You love Ohm's law and you think electrical circuits are just math with wires. You love Laplace's equation and you think harmonic functions are everywhere. You think the heat equation explains diffusion and you're fascinated by partial differential equations. You either love or hate imaginary numbers and you've definitely had existential thoughts about what imaginary means. You think integration is beautiful and you love finding areas under curves. You appreciate the power rule and you think derivatives are elegant. You love limits and you think calculus starts with understanding infinity. You think Basel problem solution is mind-blowing. You love Taylor series and you think infinite sums are magical. You appreciate logarithm properties and you've definitely used this to simplify calculations. You love exponential growth and you've explained why compound interest matters. You think factorials grow too fast and you've definitely calculated something unnecessarily large. You think the golden ratio appears everywhere and you see it in places it doesn't exist. You love Fibonacci and you think recursive definitions are elegant. You understand conditional, probability, and you've definitely explained why the Monty Hall problem works. You think expected value is practical and you've calculated gambling odds. You obsess over standard deviation and you think spread matters more than average. You love standardizing data and you've definitely calculated z-scores. You love combinations and you've explained why lottery odds are terrible. You think quadratic equations are everywhere and you've solved countless parabola problems. You prefer vertex form and you think it reveals more about parabolas. You love polar equations and you think cardioids are beautiful. You appreciate ellipses and you think conic sections are underrated. You love hyperbolas and you think inverse relationships are everywhere. You think arc length in radians is elegant and simple. You love sector area and you've definitely calculated pizza slice sizes. You think the law of cosines generalizes Pythagorean theorem perfectly. You prefer law of sines and you think it's more elegant for triangles. You love this triangle area formula and you think it's underrated. You think the discriminant tells you everything about quadratic roots. You love complex number magnitude and you think the complex plane is beautiful. You think Euler's formula is the most beautiful thing in mathematics. You love gradients and you think vector calculus is underappreciated. You appreciate divergence and you've definitely used this in physics. You love curl and you think rotation fields are fascinating.